call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Roll call shows Joel Gabbard, Vicki Gabbard, Dylan Harrison, Kathy Howe, Joe McKee, and Rich White, all present.
Right. I normally ask Kathy, would you mind leading us in prayer?
I can do it.
Thank you.
God in heaven, Lord, we thank you for the day and the blessings and the beautiful weather that you've provided for us. We thank you for each one that is gathered here, and we just ask your blessings upon the decisions that will be made, that they be the best for the community. We ask you to lead, guide, and direct in all that we do. These things we ask in your name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Got excited, I saw strange vehicles in the parking lot, and I thought it was our audit paperwork.
No.
No luck.
All right, you should have a copy of the minutes from our last meeting, which would have been the Christmas meeting. So if y'all had a chance to look at that, I'll take up a motion to approve. Second. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay. I just will report that Jackson County Public Schools. Does everybody want to know?
They don't want school.
Elementary. Sports pictures have been rescheduled for Friday.
Has nothing to do with school. The audit, I did talk to the auditor. He's running a little behind. He hoped to have it by this meeting, but he can't, so we'll hopefully have it for the next meeting. Speaking of which, the next regularly scheduled meeting is on a holiday, so it must be moved 1 week, but I will not be there, or be here that 1 week. So we're going to have it, have you
Can we
decided?
move it the week ahead instead of, we do like the second week?
Or even move it to the, like a Tuesday or something, since it's gonna be a special meeting anyway, we'll do that.
Yeah, so
Maybe something like that.
Tuesday after the regularly scheduled meeting.
What holiday is
President's Day.
Day.
It'll be on the 18th, February 18th.
Tuesday. Yes. Okay. And other than that, I have nothing else to report. What about the newly elected officials' information?
They all bought
So
it.
you all got it, and that's taken care of.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the surplus ladder truck and engine 3. You want to?
Yeah, our ladder truck, we're not allowed to take it off of the fire department property. It's failed test for 2 years in a row now, and the only way we're allowed to bring it, take it off property is if we're bringing it to a repair station, and they have to have a city letterhead letter stating exactly when, where, why, and how it's going, and it's gonna be more expensive to fix it than the truck is worth. And then engine 3, we're on track to get the fire engine from New Jersey for $10,000. So last time we tried to use it, it didn't work when you had the camper behind the fire station on McKee burn. So there's really no use in trying to sink any more money into either one of them. And if we can make holes in our garage to park new trucks in now, I think it'd be a good idea.
Okay, we have, so
So I'll make a motion that we dispose of the ladder truck and engine 3.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any other discussion? All in favor of the motion, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, we're down to citizens' comments. Are there any citizens that would like to make a comment? Nothing anybody wants to mention?
Yeah, I guess we do, yeah.
Okay, we're right ahead.
And we could just come, just to say.
Yeah.
Tell you about a project that we're doing here in the county. It's a tourism project. And, yeah. And it's related to the city of McKee, so. So Rodney has decided to be back up, in case I messed up here. So here's what we're doing. Tourism is, this year has got an initiative that we're doing called People Ready. And it's managed, it's going to be managed through the Brushy Fork Institute. We're going to, what People Ready is with us, People Ready for tourism is we're going to sit down, we're going to have 3 separate meetings. And we're going to talk about what our county and our city has as far as assets, and then talk about how we can use those assets to become more people ready and to be able to grow our tourism base in McKee and Jackson County. So that's part of that. This description here is pretty good on there. And there's a QR code on there. I'll explain that in a minute. But so we're going to get together. Our first meeting is March the 11th at the library. And our project, there's usually a project with an initiative. This is a 6 months initiative. So our project, we've already decided on what we're going to do. And we want to take a spot in McKee and develop a wall mural, have a building with a wall on it, or a series of murals. And also, we want to have small sculptures that would be, the park would be a tourism destination, not only for people to come in to see sculptures and murals that are sponsored by organizations and businesses in Jackson County, but as a tourism destination, so people could come and take a picture, say I was in McKee, so promote McKee, promote Jackson County. So that's the project, that's the fun part. So that's why we wanted to address you guys, to tell you that, okay, so the spot that we feel pretty positive about, I just spoke to the Jackson County Bank today, and they're positive about the lot that's just crossed from Jackson County Bank, that little grassy lot right there. They're positive about it. It's a matter of us during our project making sure we put everything together on the legal side, sustainability, have a jury process to where, if we have a small sculpture put up there, it makes sense, and it will personify our culture, Jackson County, that type of thing. So what the ask is that you guys join in. And that's what that QR code is right there. Scan that QR code, and that'll get your name in there. If you can come to the first meeting, or one meeting, or all of them, we'd love for you guys to be there, at least a representative or all of you.
Do you know when the next meeting is? We're out of town that day.
Is that right?
We go on the 10th.
Well, we're going to designate the remaining meetings on that day.
Okay.
Because we want everybody together to try to make sure that everybody can come to the following meetings, And one of the reasons why that we decided to do this is we wanted to promote that Jackson County McKee has took a spot to have businesses and organizations sponsor these little sculptures to show that we're proud of our town, proud of our county, not only to tourists that come in, but also to our citizens here. And a place that will put people's feet on the ground in downtown McKee. And anytime you put somebody on their feet downtown McKee, they're going to go to any shop that might be open, maybe buy something, or maybe a restaurant or whatever. In this process, we've got a lady that's excited about possibly renting or buying one of those buildings along that block there to put in a donut, sandwich, coffee type shop. So that would give us an outdoor area to where, you know, you could sit down for lunch or sit down for a cup of coffee, you know, during the good weather or whatever, and have a spot that we're proud of, that we can help promote tourism growth. So that's what the People Ready program is. We pretty much have to go through the process. They called and asked if we want to be part of this, and I said, well, we're a bunch of volunteers, and it's kind of tough for us to get together, and I'm not sure that I've got time. And then she says, well, there's a project going on with it. So then I thought of that. This has been a vision of mine, is to have the creative people in Jackson County come up with sculptures that'll look appropriate and where people can come in and enjoy our town, enjoy our county. And she said, well, that's perfect. So they wrote the grant and we got it. So we're gonna go through that process, and we'd love for you guys to be involved with that.
When and where's the meeting?
At the Jackson County Library, March the 11th from 11 to 2. And there's food. So now that I said that, make sure everybody's got money so they can sign up.
This lot's straight across from the Jackson County thing.
Yeah, that little grassy lot right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right there where the drive-through is,
Yeah.
on the other side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now, if that were to fall through, we're gonna do it anyway. Somewhere in McKee, we're gonna do this. But that's the optimum spot.
yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
And there's a little place there that we could, if we wanted to have some music, small music type thing, we could do that. Picnic tables where people could sit and enjoy it. Some of the people that we've invited, we've tried to invite people to this that would have some stake in wanting to put a sponsor a sculpture. So we've got the Jackson County High School involved, the FBLA, that group is going to be at the meeting. We would love for the vocational school to come up with a scrap metal Jackson County General, you know, so it's those type of things. We'd love for FFA and the Cattlemen's Association to take a cattle feeder and make a dream catcher out of it. You know, so those kind of ideas. There's a lot of things that will change and new things that we'll do, but it's going to be similar to that, and each sculpture will have a description of who sponsored it and possibly a QR code where you can scan that and get the information on the piece and on the organization and all that kind of thing. There's an autism nonprofit in San Gap. They're excited about coming. We wanted to do an autism century walk there. We wanted to do maybe a little something that where you can have a free book kiosk with the Jackson County Library. So it's those type of things. So anybody that wants to get involved, you know, we probably could have maybe 10 or so of those spots that can be sponsored. So
More involved, the better.
absolutely, yeah. So we're excited about doing that. That's something to be positive and fun for all of us. So our ask is that you guys scan that and join us. Any questions? Rodney?
Well, I guess the only thing that I might add, that it, and maybe you hit this too, but this needs to be done in a way with a plan behind it of sustainability. And obviously it's inside the city of McKee, and it's right in the center of town. And we would just ask that you would get excited in some kind of a manner to where that you would lend sustainability to this thing. Now, when I say sustainability, you know, eventually you're going to have to do some maintenance or repair or this, that, or the other. And even though this won't be city property, the property actually belongs to Jackson County Bank, except that wall that is on the side of the law office building. You know what I'm talking about. And that wall has got a kind of a funny ownership in that the law office owns half of that wall, and the Jackson County Bank owns the other half. It's that away because it is the property line. The wall is the property line. And that's where we would want to put the mural, is on that wall. And, you know, just being real honest about it, probably the first 7 or 8 or 10 years, this thing is going to be, it's going to need no maintenance. But 10 years from now, you might need to redo the mural in some way, and I think Greg mentioned this, occasionally, one of these sculptures that we're referring to may get changed out, you know, just to keep it updated with the county, so to speak. Because we're kind of looking at these sculptures being a representation of Jackson County. And 5 years from now, you might want to change out one to something that's more, has more to do with the county at that point. This thing is probably going to get started, obviously it'll get started with this meeting in March, on March the 11th, and it will move forward 6 months to September, October, something like that.
Yeah, that's the initial one. It may take longer to get the park full, you know, and that may be an ongoing thing. I'll be happy if at the end of the day, phase 1, we're done, we've got all the legal stuff lined out, we've got all the sustainability stuff lined out, and then we've got, you know, open for any organization that wants to sponsor a sculpture or an artist to make one. And it doesn't have to be something big, huge, and elaborate, it's just got to make sense, and it's got to be something that will attract people to come and walk around and take pictures, that type of thing. More importantly, it's about getting our organizations together. So we're inviting, you know, the high school, the community, Jackson County Community Foundation, Jackson County Tourism, you guys, any of the other, the Development Association, those groups, we're trying to have those people involved so that we can have input from everybody in the county. They want to have about 15 people in the meeting. I'd love to see 25. Yeah, more the better.
And you got to go somewhere that day for lunch anyway, okay?
That's right.
And you did say March 11th.
March the 11th, Tuesday.
My appointment is February 11th.
All right.
So see you there.
You're in.
Right.
So this will be, more importantly for me, this will be fun. And this People Ready program in the Brushy Fork, they've got people there that can help us make sure that we cross all the T's and dot all the I's and make sure we do this right. So that's what we'd like to ask is for all y'all to show up for that, if you can. Questions? City McKee might want to sponsor something. Who knows?
Sure, thank you. Greg, Rodney, any other questions?
We may take one of them old fire trucks and park it down there and paint it green or something.
There you go.
You never.
We'll have some for you.
You said a ladder.
Already do.
Maybe we'll do something with that ladder.
There you go.
All right, any other comments or questions?
Everybody get one of these? I got one.
Anyone here? Any council members?
So I think we need to work on some kind of plan for winter weather. Some way, there's a lot of the city streets that didn't get touched.
I don't think he's talking about this.
Oh, for this?
Yeah.
Well, we moved on to
Anything, yeah, we can move on, that's okay.
We're gonna excuse ourselves.
Don't rush
Yeah, we've
on.
got one of the organizations that's going to be involved with is the Jackson County Creative Community, which just happened to meet with the conferences, so I got to get down there for that. So we're going to talk about that down there too. So I'm going to try to get all the creative people involved. Maybe we'll have some artists in there that we can use to help build something there. So
Thank you for coming.
Well, thank you for coming.
All right, appreciate y'all.
Good to see you.
Keep going, this right here. Got one left. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Did they ever surplus the horse trade?
It's sold, isn't it?
They said
The what, the horse trail?
they had a horse trade. That was that cane. Wasn't it, Mark? Wasn't that cane or something involved in that?
I'm not sure, I don't
Keith
remember.
led the trade. Horse
Yeah, I'm not real sure who it was that bought it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So, what streets weren't cleaned that, I guess?
I know at one time, your off street.
I was just gonna say, this year was the first year, and I have lived on that road for 20 years, that it got clean.
It did get clean?
It did get clean, once, but it got clean. I was just amazed that it came down there and scraped it, turned around and came back.
trade. So who cleaned it?
Somebody in a truck, I thought it was the city.
The county?
Yeah.
That may have, which I went down there and plowed Sue's parking lot, so I may have, depending, the county has been doing some of the roads.
On the 3C bottom,
That might have been. Could have been.
well, I know it was a truck, and it scraped it, and it came back and scraped it, and I thought, yes.
I think Robbie drives a regular truck.
Yeah,
And he took his regular truck across High Street when he scraped it, so.
If it was a red truck, it was probably Robbie.
It was a red truck,
Yeah, so that was the county.
it was. Well, I don't know, whoever it was, I was glad to see.
So they sold the McKee Ridge Road.
They don't have salt,
They use sand,
yeah.
lime dust.
Looked like they'd salt there on account of the jail and all of this stage.
They didn't have money to buy salt, it tripled in price this year. So they went to just the lime and the sand.
Do they not use, I could be completely imagining this, do they not also use the lime and the sand because it doesn't do as much damage to the road like, I feel like somebody said that once.
The county's always, because is the city still buying 2 loads of sand for the county?
I think if they need it, yeah, we sign something every year that we'll get it, or
Looks to me like they salt there.
They haven't, you have to store salt out of the
I
weather.
mean, the state don't have to officiate with that.
Well, I mean,
They don't have to do
this,
No,
no,
not that road.
Not McKee.
no,
it.
that's,
They own everything
Yeah.
else, or the
Yeah.
state.
Yeah.
I don't know how the people get to work up there.
I don't know.
now we've got, I mean, we have any headway on getting the snowplow that we own put onto the red truck that we own?
Have we?
They told me that when they went and talked to the snowplow guy, that the snowplow we have won't work on the red truck, or it won't work on less than a 350. It'll work on a 350 or a 450, but not anything less. So we either have to get a bigger truck or a smaller snowplow.
I find that very hard to believe, because that's the same exact truck that Robbie uses, and the same exact plow.
Yeah.
I don't do heavy equipment.
Yeah.
I'm full girl in that. I'm just repeating what I was told about it.
I know the,
Do you wanna volunteer to come up with a formal plan, or?
well, I mean, just
We've got a plan now.
bring the snow plow that we have and the truck that we have up to the place that put it on in Richmond on the other dump truck, and have them give us a price. Because it's been sitting in,
And is this the truck and the plow that Danielle was just talking about?
yeah. Because we have a salt spreader, we have a plow, and I know we've got the bracket, because I took it off of the dump truck that we sold and put it in the police office. So,
We will check on that.
Seems like
was all gone. I thought, "Oh, where they done this?"
That was probably the state, because both those are state roads.
Huh?
Both directions in front of your store are state roads, so it's
Yeah.
probably them.
I don't know, they never got that close to the sidewalk ever, first time ever.
Yeah.
They always said it was our responsibility.
Did Kyle Welch do some parking lots and?
Kyle may have.
Kyle might have done that. Next to side.
Kyle may have cleaned through
I
their
have
doors.
no idea, but somebody did, and it came into that.
I think the
thing, got a
worst-
broke heel.
The worst roads we had, the most complaints this year was for sure High Street. And then, what was the other one that we had?
The one there at the church when they were having that viewing,
Yeah,
because it had never, because I went and plowed the library and it hadn't got touched.
so I think that was probably the worst complaints that we had. for
The
sure.
ridgeways was took care of.
No, I don't think Ridgeways were either.
But nobody
Nobody
called.
had said anything about them.
But do we even have a
Is that our
formal,
responsibility, Ridgeway?
Yeah.
no, not Jackson Valley, it's only the city streets.
High Street and.
And we have what, 7?
We have about 4 miles of city streets. It's-
That's if you include McKee.
Yeah.
All right, anything else? Anybody? Welcome, Kathy.
Thank you.
Good to have you back. And I guess congratulations to everybody else for being elected.
I guess to add on, I've sent you a couple emails today and the girls as well. The ladder truck, I went up and looked at it in Indiana. It's older than the one we have now, but it's manufactured by E1. The company is still in business. They have a dealer in Florence. So if we need parts, they did the ladder test on it today, and structurally it passed everything. There was some seals that were leaking, so we're gonna get a price on seeing what it's gonna cost to fix that and see if we can have that deducted from our purchase price. If it's not tremendously expensive, if it's tremendously expensive, I don't know that we'll proceed any farther with it. So that's where we're at with that.
Okay. Anything else?
What's the latest on the firehouse? Have we got a formal, have we ever got our lease figured out?
Where did we leave that down
I had,
there? I met with.
they brought you, yes, he brought you his copy. Haley had a few minor adjustments that she made to it. And then other than that, it was ready. I can resend that
Lost
to you.
our attorney, so anything that you think she may have had, help remind us.
Well,
She's moved on to bigger, better things.
The city, are they gonna get a new attorney,
Pardon me?
attorney for the city?
Right.
Are they getting a new one?
Yeah, we should get a new one. We're looking at a couple right now.
Who was the one you just lost?
The one-
Haley Joe Fields, she's.
Oh,
now-
yeah.
Got
Yeah.
Commonwealth.
She's a, yeah.
All right, well, if there's nothing else,
I make motion to close.
What?
got a motion to adjourn.
Oh, wow.
Is there a second?
I said,
Second by Jewel. All in favor, say aye.
Huh?
all right.
Any opposed? Thank you all for coming.